Gosh, freaking fungus net. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well and I'm glad you're here. Today's video is going to be a follow-up video, kind of. So in my very first plant haul video that I uploaded, I featured a couple of plants, which I have here, and I thought I would give you an update on how they are doing. I have a couple of victories as well as fails. I think I'm gonna start with the failures and then slowly build my way up to the victories. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with the worst. I actually killed this plant, or so I thought. And then I figured that the stem, the base, the rhizome, or the corm is intact, it's still firm. So I figured I'd try to save it, and I have to say it was successful. So this is my Alocasia Watsoniana. That only leaf, which I suspected it was gonna die. I think I mentioned this to you guys in that video. So that one and only single leaf died back with the stem as well. And so basically only the corm or the rhizome stayed. So what I did was grab this clear vase, basically, filled it with lacquer, created a water reservoir and then moss. And look at it, you guys. I've never done anything like this before, so I'm extremely proud of myself, especially because I did kill an Alocasia platinum, similarly as I almost killed this one, but unfortunately I learned from my mistake. And so look at that bunch of new shoots. A bunch of new roots. And so yeah, what I did was I got rid of all of the roots, even those that didn't seem rotted, because I didn't want to risk it. So I got rid of the root system completely and then just stuck it into this wet moss. And so this is it now. But yeah, I'm very optimistic and I'm glad that at least I could find a way how to save an Alocasia. So this is my Alocasia Watsoniana, currently in rehab. Second casualty is my Syngonium Candyberry. So this is how she looks at the moment. Well, the sad thing is that she took off quite nicely. She pushed out a bunch of new leaves with nice variegation, and I think a week ago I noticed that it started to decline. I don't really know what's going on with this one. I haven't checked on the roots because, if I want to be honest with you guys, I'm not really excited about this plant. I know it sounds bad, but I am not sure that I would be sorry if this one died. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is. I think I'm gonna check on the roots and yeah, just check on this poor guy. Yeah. Next guy, wow, yeah, that's quite disappointing. So this is my Philodendron McDowell. And if you remember, it had, I think, 5 leaves, and now it's down to 3. I think this is the newest leaf that it pushed out, and I had to cut a couple of the leaves, and then I kept this one. And it's not really doing well, and I think it was infested, or it's still infested, I don't know, with, uh-oh. There you go. I just spotted a spider mite. Well, that's not surprising because I do have some spider mite issues currently, which I'm trying to deal with. I also have mealybugs. And so what I was going to say, I think it was infested with thrips. And the reason I'm thinking is because I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but you can see the damage there. It might be spider mite damage, but when I checked on the leaf for the first time, I noticed some black stuff on the leaves, and I believe that's that's thrip. And I've heard that if you notice like multiple black dots along the leaf, which is not moving, that's basically thrip poop. And I did find those kind of stuff. So, and it's not really working on anything. I mean, I do see here like a little new leaf maybe, but it's not doing great. Not doing great at all. I've heard that this one actually loves to be in medium light. So that's what I did. I put her in an area in my living room which receives medium light, but I don't know. It might be a slow grower. I do have to treat this one again. But I feel like whatever I do, whatever treatment I use, nothing really works. So I use neem oil for prevention, didn't work. I tried safeties and all, which was really, really bad smelling. And it felt like that's a strong stuff. It didn't work. And now I'm using alcohol for my calathea for mealybugs, but I don't know. I feel like they took over so quickly and I'm basically fighting, but for what? Like, I don't feel like I can win this game. So this is her, but I mean, don't get me wrong, this leaf is beautiful, but it's not thriving. It's definitely not thriving. If you have any tips how to care for this plant, or maybe you have this plant and you went through some past issues and you have a good tip for me, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Next very annoying plant, which also known as Melanochrysum, my Philodendron Melanochrysum, which as you can see, I put her on a moss ball hoping that she would do anything because she's so stagnant. She's doing nothing. To cut off the new leaf because, well, problem number one, it couldn't really unfurl properly. And then problem number two, half of the leaf was dried off. And so this is so funny. So this is the current newest leaf that it's working on. Well, I wouldn't say working on, like, look at that. Would you call this a leaf at all? Like, what the heck is that? That is ridiculous. Yeah, it's not really sizing up, although this one lives in my IKEA cabinet. The only thing I see is that since it's on a moss ball, it started to push out some significant area roots there. Can you see it there? Well, significant if you think about like this plant, how stagnant it is. So, gosh, freaking fungus gnat. So yeah, however, I do know that this plant would be so gorgeous if I could just figure out how to care for it. So again, if you have any good tips, comment down below. Next one, which I really, really adore and really, really love, but I feel like it's not doing anything for me, is my Philodendron SP Colombia Silver. So yeah, so I separated this plant because I want to sell this one and I want to keep like the main plant, and that is the leaf that it's working on, and it's just so freaking annoying. Typical philodendron behavior when the new leaf is stuck, and then I tried to help it, but it's like it's broken. It's already broken. Can you see it? And also, I don't know if it's like the plant itself, but when I touch the leaves, I don't feel, they kind of feel like mushy and soft. It doesn't feel healthy for me. I do see some spider mites damage. I really, 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 really am trying to deal with this. But yeah, I mean, this leaf is still very nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even waiting for this one to unfurl anymore. Wait, let me help this. Let me help it. Oh, see? Like a huge hole on it. Oh, I'm slowly showing you the plants that are kind of doing well. So this is my Syngonium pink salmon. And I will put a picture on the screen how it looked. And actually so many leaves died back. I think 3 or 4. This one is dying back, but I mean, I don't mind because it's, as you can see, it's an old one. But this is the newest leaf. Look at the size of it. Huh. It's a beautiful, beautiful plant. It's doing really well. It lives in my cabinet, and there's a new leaf there. It's in orchid mix. And yeah, I think she bounced back really well and she adjusted to my conditions really well. So I think moving forward she's gonna do good. Next one is my Alocasia Black Magic or Alocasia Infernalis. And I believe there was only 1 leaf that died back, which is quite great. So it currently has 5 leaves. This is the newest one. Look at how shiny is that. How dark is that? It's a gorgeous plant. It grows really well for me. It lives in my cabinet. The only downside of this one that it's a huge pest magnet. Like, not sure if you can see, but there is some pest damage on the top of the leaf. Not sure when the camera picks it up. So I just treated this one with alcohol yesterday. And yeah, I mean, it's doing well. I'm not complaining. I do love this plant very much. And I know it's going to stay this petite, not going to grow too big. I mean, I don't mind it, but I do have to keep an eye on this one all the time to detect pests and treat them. This is my Syngonium strawberry cream. It hasn't rooted into the moss, but all the leaves that it's pushing out are completely healthy, firm, and so shiny. I mean, this leaf is so gorgeous. Look at that. I think it's gonna enjoy itself on the moss ball. It's working on a new shoot there. So yeah, I'm completely satisfied with this one. I think she looks fine. She looks gorgeous. And if I remember correctly, this one was a rescue plant. Not sure. I will have to rewatch the video. But yeah, and I love that this plant has both green and completely orange leaves, and the orange leaves have green undersides. Just so cool. I have to tell you, this plant is, I think it's quite a slow grower, and it has been very stagnant for the first 3 months because I believe I uploaded the video a month ago, but I have had these plants more than a month. I would say a month and a half. So when I saw the first new leaf that unfurled in my care, I was very happy. I was very satisfied, and I completely forgave for this plant that it's a slow grower because look at that new leaf. Look at it. Anthurium I can't pronounce it. I put it on the screen. Look at that new leaf and look at the size difference. I can't believe it. So these two were the original leaves. And then this one is the newest leaf. Like, how cool is that? And I love the touch of this leaf. So juicy, so velvety, so thick and beautiful. This plant is totally worth it. And I love this one so much. And I can't wait for it to grow much bigger. Look at I just noticed that this is actually the size of my head. Huh. Can you believe that? I love this one so much. Beautiful. This one is my Philodendron Green Imperial. This one is a chill guy. It's fine, whatever conditions you provide for it. Like, it feels okay in ambient room conditions, temperature, and humidity. It's the newest leaf. It's beautiful and shiny and waxy. And then it's working on a new one there. But it's definitely a fast grower. I believe it has given me 2 new leaves. It's gonna be the 3rd one. Not much to say about this one, but I'm really looking forward to see how this one goes for me. This guy is surprisingly doing well for me. I don't even keep this one in any cabinet. I don't supply it with extra humidity or extra light or anything. Well, sometimes grow light, but I'm always reorganizing the room and how I keep the plants. So I slightly change the condition of this plant, but it grew a lot for me. Look at this beautiful Alocasia Frydek. Look at her. And there is a fourth leaf you can see from that angle. And she's working on a new one there. And so she's in a chunky soil mix. And I just love this one so much. This is the newest leaf. Look at the size. Look at the size. And just compare it to the original leaves. Crazy. I think this one lost 1 or 2 leaves. One of them was a baby leaf, so I'm not really concerned about that. And there is a little pop here. Not sure if you can see it. There. So yeah, and if you look at the length. Look at how tall it got in the past month. Yeah, I love this one so much. It's actually right under my west-facing window. She does receive a bunch of natural light, but yeah, I love her so much. And it was such a positive experience with this one because I was a little bit worried that it's going to be extremely finicky. I haven't noticed any pest on this one, but I really, really hope that I didn't just jinx it. So yeah, beautiful Alocasia Frydek. Last plant on this list is my Philodendron Gloriosum. And I had to cut one leaf off because it yellowed and it died back completely. As you can see, I repotted this one in a rectangular pot. And it lives on my window sill on my south and west facing window. The one that I actually showed you in my previous video when I introduced you to some beginner-friendly philodendrons. If you haven't seen that one, you can watch it here. And so this guy is doing really well. It does need more light than I anticipated. And it pushed out so many new leaves. I mean, oops, don't get me wrong. I know that, this plant is not perfect and it has some damages on the leaves. I think this is the newest leaf. Well, as you can see, it's completely healthy, thick, juicy, and the touch of the leaves are so nice, so velvety, so soft. And yeah, I think this one is a new leaf as well. So yeah, actually from this angle, now that I'm holding this plant, it does look lush and full. And it's working on one. I can only see one new leaf currently. I love this plant so much, so much. And I realized that I actually have another Gloriosum, which is a Gloriosum zebra, which I bought as a Philodendron Summer Glory, and turned out it's not Summer Glory, unfortunately. But when I compared that one to this one, I figured that, yeah, they do have some similarities. And then I Googled it and I realized there is another type of Gloriosum, and so I have that zebra, but I'm going to show you in another video. This one dry out, but it's a little bit finicky when it comes to watering. It doesn't really like irregular watering schedule, so I'm trying to pay attention to not let this one dry out too much. I'm really excited and looking forward to see this one grow huge. So that was my update video on my very first plant haul video. Feel free to leave me a comment down below if you have any good advices for me, if you have any experiences with any of these plants, specifically with Dean McDowell and Melanochrysum. Yeah, I would really appreciate it. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out my Instagram page, Frozen Jungle, and I hope I see you in the next video. Take care.